My name is JK and I'm coming from London, England.
And then tell us, what was the biggest struggle and challenge you faced before coming here to WCA?
My biggest challenge is because I came to WCA. This is my second time around the sun. I always call it around the sun with WCA, and I think it was timed perfectly. My first time I came to WCA, I came because I was literally just coming out of many years of depression. And what next? Because no one ever, well, I never heard of anyone who planned life after depression. So I was just like thinking, what next? And right. And then it was, okay, so one day I found Tim online, came to that one, and it was wonderful. So this time around, it's now okay. So I've had a year to 18 months, depression free. I've been doing LMA, I've been following QLA, I've been keeping really committed to just the Success Insider philosophy and program, because honestly, it's given me something, it's bridged the gap for me. And this time round the sun for me is to really figure out how I can take myself further. And one of my big takeaways from, I've had so many, hence my voice is gone, is that about resistance. It's like I didn't realize that I had a double wall of resistance until I realized I had a double wall of resistance, which was exhausting, gave me burnout. And also, even before I started on things, because I knew there was going to be that resistance, I didn't even want to even pursue things. So it's like, okay, JK, if I'm trying to move myself to another level, if I'm trying to connect more with my family, build my business, if I want to extend myself, if I want to hold value in this space called life, in this world, in this globe, and I want to be a global citizen, then I can't exist in it in the way that I've operated before. So for me, coming to WCA this time round, my intention, my whole intention is how can I level up in such a massive way. And Tim has talked about quantum leaping, and the last day he really went into what I'm going to call the quantum leap effect. And I'm just like, I am all over it. I am all over it, because that's what's missing. That's another piece of my pie that's missing. It's how, once you get past resistance, but then how can I get there quicker? So now I'm leaving with even more of a commitment to following the steps, following the instructions, so that I too can quantum leap even more, so I can have more connections, I can find love, I can become the person that I really want to be. I know I'm getting there, but success takes a little bit of time, but equally success, if you follow the system, quantum leaping, I know I can get there.
Right. The feedback mechanism.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so along those lines, what is the biggest breakthrough that you experienced?
I've had so many breakthroughs in this round. Again, the resistance piece was massive for me. And the reason why that was so big, knowing that I had not one level of resistance, but double resistance, is because each time of those resistance pillars, I nearly gave up. But I realized that deep within me, giving up is not an option. So I felt like I've been like a fish thrashing in the water, just keeping them swimming, but I don't know where I'm swimming to, because I don't know how to get past the resistance, because I'm exhausted, right? And so I know that now understanding that double resistance and what I can do different is a life changer for me. It really is. My other big takeaway for me is I'm learning to, I realise actually how much I've grown since my last time I came, right? So when I came the last time, I felt that I was quite closed, quite to myself.
Yeah.
I was troubled. I didn't know how to fit in. But I realised actually I don't need to try and fit in. I need to be myself. And over the last 18 months, I've been growing into myself. And now being here, I feel at home. I really feel at home. And one of my other breakthroughs was when we were given the opportunity to step into the portal and give the I am affirmation. Now, when I did it the first time, it didn't come from my heart. It came from my business scripted mind of how it should be said, the perfect statement, right? And then I was told to sit down because Tim couldn't feel it. The facilitators couldn't feel what I was saying. So after, when I sat down and we had the break, I had the opportunity to go and ask for feedback. And I got the feedback I needed. I took it, I sat down with it, and I adjusted my cells. And in adjusting my cells and then standing 10 toes down and 10 fingers up and saying, choose me to go again, I had another opportunity to step up to the plate. And this time, it truly came from my heart. And it was such a beautiful, releasing feeling for me. And it tore my heart wide open. It tore my heart wide open. And it was such a reminder that the heart knows what it needs, and for me to trust my heart more.
Yes. Okay. So what shocked you the most about your experience at WCA?
I still got a lot to learn. I still got a lot of growing to do. I've got a lot of ways to go. But the exciting thing is that this is just another milestone. And I'm going to have more milestones. And I'm really looking forward to what the next year, the next 18 months looks like. Because I'm not on the journey. What I'm on is just on this adventure where along the way I'm going to have pit stops where I'm going to be able to check in with myself, check in with my WCA family, check in with my QLA family, check in with my LMA family, and be able to get feedback, and so I can continue to grow. So for me, yes, I've been around the moon twice, but I'm only just getting started.
I love that. So what advice would you give to people who are thinking of joining WCA, but there's a wall there and they're hitting the double wall of resistance even? Like, what would you give them as advice?
I remember when I did LMA, and I got to the very last module, and it was coming to the end, and I thought there has to be more. Because what LMA gave me, it gave me oxygen. For so long I didn't think I could breathe. And coming out of that dark place of depression, I just didn't know how to breathe properly. And then LMA gave me oxygen. So now I'm just thinking, well, I want to be able to breathe without the additional LMA oxygen. How do I breathe on my own, right? So my encouragement to anybody out there who feels that they can't breathe, I would definitely say to come to WCA. WCA has really opened up my heart in ways I could never ever imagine. I could never ever imagine, honestly. In the way it's actually allowed me to understand what home, internal home feels like. And it's not so separated as how much I thought it was separate. I was separated from everything else. And it's allowed me to feel a different kind of comfort and a lot of discomfort. But the discomfort has brought me to comfort. And I love that. So I feel that if you are looking for home, if you are looking to be able to breathe on your own, then this is truly a place that you can come and do that. Because there's the space, there's the intentionality, there's also just the facilitators that are here to support you every single way, and there's a lot of tissues, so you'll be fine.
Always.
I don't even have any tissues at this point. But yeah, that's it. Sorry.